Hey gardeners, this is Jeff with Whirlwind Family Farm, and the question is, how do you mark off your beds each season for your vegetables? Here at Whirlwind Family Farm, we've got 50-foot beds that are 30 inches wide, and it's uniform across the garden. That way, if it's a drip line, row cover, it all fits, it all works. But to mark it off, we've always used nylon string, which has been great. It delineates the walkway, the pathway, which is a foot for us, versus a bed, which is 30 inches. So that nylon string has been there season out. We have stakes we tie it to. Pretty simple process, except for one thing. I end up tripping over those lines each season, and it's very frustrating. The other thing is, as the season wears on, those lines start to deteriorate and break. So I have to go back and buy another 1,000 foot of nylon string, and it's expensive. It's an expense that builds up year after year and gets a little bit more expensive. So I came up with a solution that I think is unique. I think it'll work for you. I don't know if others have tried this. I certainly have tried it. It works, it's simple, and you don't have lines to trip over. So let's take a look. Now you've seen the process of me laying out these beds. Pretty simple, but we no longer use nylon string because, as I mentioned, we trip over it. It's expensive. It's a yearly thing that we don't want to have to keep doing. So let's take a look at what the solution now we're using that eliminates all that. But remember, we appreciate your support. Like, subscribe, and certainly hit that bell for notification. Let's take a look. Now let's look at that solution to get rid of that nylon string that we have been using for so long. Trips over, it's a problem. I call this the paracord solution. So you can get paracord just about any place, online, hardware store. In my case, I only needed about 150 feet in case I had any mistakes. Really only I needed 100 feet because each of my beds are 50 foot long. And I only needed about 40 foot on each side because I'm only working on one bed at a time. So I cut the paracord at about 40 feet. Your bed certainly may be a different length, so you'll cut it accordingly. So with 40 feet of paracord, I have 4 bungee cords. They have hooks on the end. There's a bungee cord there, and 2 down there. So the paracord tied onto that hook of the bungee cord. Come back down, we have the hook where we have our stakes. So simple. I take that hook, come around the end. As there's bungee cord on the other end, it hooks around the stake there. The same thing on this side. So it comes down, and you can already see they're temporary, they're quick, they're simple. Whenever I'm ready to build a bed, I hook down there with the bungee cord with my 40-foot line that attaches to a bungee cord on this end, which comes in with the bungee hook, hooks in, and I have my boundary set up as you just saw me build that bed. Simple, easy, and then when this job is done, I go in and unhook here, unhook at the other end, roll these up, roll that one up, put it in the tool shed, and we are finished. No more nylon line to be tripping over, getting in the way, or having to buy more nylon line year after year that just builds up and ends up going in the trash. So there's the paracord solution. Others may have done this. I don't know, I've never seen it before, but it works really well for us here at Whirlwind Family Farm. Take care, talk to you soon.